Greetings, hockey fans! Welcome from Buck Arena as the Capitals are minutes away from taking on the Kansas City Jets in a game that has been delayed by an hour. This is Kevin Way, your play-by-play voice for the Des Moines Capitals this 2025-26 season. We thought, well, we'll put it this way. What happened while we were away brought to you by snow and canceled games. So the last time we were with you, we were expecting to be broadcasting from Sioux City. Well, the massive winter storm that hit last weekend, last Friday, well, not yesterday Friday, the Friday before, the Friday after Thanksgiving, there we go. Most of the games around the league got canceled, except Kansas City versus Dubuque. So we lost those ones. The Capitals are slated to play Sioux City, and Sioux City still now next weekend. And then, of course, today it is snowing again. The projection originally that I saw was 2 to 4 inches. Based on the snowfall, it sure looks like it's going to be at least 4, but I guess we shall see there as well. We do have some roster items for the JV team to talk about, but before we do, we want to thank some of our sponsors. And if you missed the sponsor reads, you just never know what might happen. So don't fast forward through these, like what sort of zany hijinks may ensue, especially if I accidentally make a mistake. Doesn't happen too often, but every now and again I go off on zany tangents, kind of like this quasi-tangent, at which point you might ask, what does quasi mean? All right, anyways. Wheeling it back in, we want to thank Jen Stambro Real Estate. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Let Jen Stambro Real Estate help you. Jen has been a trusted broker in the Des Moines area since 2006 with expertise representing buyers, sellers, investors, builders, new construction, and executive estates. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Jen is there to help walk you through the process. Learn more about Jen and her team at jenstambrorealestate.com. And Jen Stambro Real Estate is, again, the sponsor of the power plays and penalty kills this season, as they have been the last 2 seasons and even before that. Thanks also to the sponsor of our penalty box, and that's Tint World. Tint World is your automotive styling center where they focus on the fun in your vehicle. They do window tint, paint protection film, vehicle wraps, and ceramic coating. They can also upgrade your stereo system, add remote start, and even add purple lighting to your ride to get you in the Capital spirit on the way to the game. Tint World also focuses on residential and commercial glass to help alleviate heat or glare, or to add privacy to your home or office. Stop in and see Tint World at Urbandale from 8 to 6, Mondays through Saturdays. I'm just waiting at some juncture for a Tint World to tint one of the panes of glass into the penalty box. Hopefully I don't speak that into existence, because depending on how dark the tint is, I might not be able to tell who the player is in the penalty box if I wasn't paying attention. We also want to thank the sponsor of our Caps Kids Captain program, and that's the Goddard School of Waukee. The Goddard School of Waukee believes the start of your child's journey matters, and their mission is to provide the most innovative and inspirational educational experience for young children and families in their community. Call 515-297-6555 or go to goddardschool.com to learn more. And we'll see if we end up with a Caps Kids captain tonight for the varsity game. With the weather, with the snow, maybe not. We'll see. Also want to thank our marketing sponsors, starting with Chillick Studio. Chillick Studio is a one-of-a-kind audio and video production facility housed in the iconic Crescent Building in downtown Des Moines. Visit ChillickStudio.com to learn more. They are the producers of our hype video again this season, as they were last season. But this season, they did it with a little help from their friends at the Des Moines Area Community College, DMAC. Established in 1966, DMAC is now Iowa's largest community college and offers over 220 credit programs to individuals seeking degrees, diplomas, or certificates. DMAC's main campus is in Ankeny, but it also has 2 other campuses in the greater Des Moines area, 3 other campuses in central Iowa, and then 6 learning centers in the area as well. DMAC's mission is changing lives and empowering communities, and with 500 plus faculty and staff, small class sizes, and the lowest tuition and fees in the state, it can. Find out if DMAC is right for you at dmac.edu. That's DMACC.edu. And we pan back to the live look here from Buck Arena. Some of you who have been paying attention are aware that this game was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. An ice issue that came up last night during some Des Moines High School Hockey League game had us worried that we might not be able to play today. It was a low, just one spot. It's kind of off on your screen right now, off towards the left, near the end boards, the left of the net. With a lot of work and a little bit of help from the ice technicians at the Recplex, they were able to get things in pretty good shape. If I was shown a picture before the game of what it looked like early this morning, it's like, oh my. So this is a big save by the Bucks, by Buck Arena's staff, and with an assist to the Recplex. So we're happy to be able to play these games. You don't need any other games delayed here this season, or postponed is what I should say. All right, we talked about some changes with the JV roster. Caden Opp is still out. He'll be out for another few weeks, unfortunately. Also out is Noah Eden on a long, my understanding, he's on a cruise that's been long scheduled. And so Noah is out of the lineup, which is a bummer because he has really improved this season. It's each weekend, he's, for the most part, that bit better. And like the last time we were together, Noah had he was probably the best JV player on the ice, to be frank. He got rewarded with being dressed in the varsity game. So like with how far he's come along, it'll be definitely a missed absence. But with Caden Opp still out and now Noah Eden out of the lineup, Zach West, who played JV for a game, and the last series, or not the last series, the game against the Oakleys during the Turkey Cup, is still in the lineup. He'll be playing forward as he did against the Oakleys. And then Liam Reed, who has filled in for injury 3 times already this season, back in the lineup again as well. And then we'll have a number of JV players up with the varsity team. This weekend we'll have some first varsity games for a couple of players. Slated to be Luke Wenzel and Jackson Carter, but of course things can be subject to change. That is due to players being out of the lineup up there as the injury and illness bug has started to strike the Capitals. Well, paying over to the Jets real quick, too. They also, in fact, they are hit even harder with injuries. Jasper Nicholson suffered an injury during the preseason. He will not return until 2026. They're hoping that he returns to start the new year, but definitely a player that was projected to be a major contributor on JV. And I didn't talk with their staff about this, but I wouldn't have been surprised if Jasper had played regularly on varsity as well this year. So that's definitely a real absence for the JV Jets. Quentin Tatirski is out. He has 13 points in 8 games, only a sophomore. So he has missed 5 games already. He'll miss 2 more this weekend. He still enters, despite missing all those games, 4th on the Jets in points, 2nd in goals with 9. So he's definitely missed. Owen Filing, sophomore forward, is out of the lineup. He's only been able to play 3 games this season. He has 3 points, so averaging a point per game. And then freshman forward Owen Johnson, who has 6 points in 7 games, he is out of the lineup as well. And then the Jets on varsity also have a couple players out, notably Dane Kaufman, who we expected to be one of the leading scorers in the entire league heading into this season. He is out for the rest of the season due to a lower body injury. So definitely would encourage Dane to stay with it. I personally think he could, I very strongly believe he could play junior hockey if he wants to. And there are some places where he could jump right into ACHA hockey, I suppose. But depending on what, if Dane really does, if he wants to try to play even higher, maybe Tier 2 juniors, or like a really strong ACHA program or a NCAA D3 program, that year of juniors might be a good thing, and he has the talents to do that. So it would suck to learn that he is out the rest of this season, but we definitely encourage him. We weren't going to see him this JV game. He's well past those days, but we encourage him to keep driving. You can definitely play some higher levels of hockey. They're announcing the starters for the Jets. Starting in nets is number 33, Mac Pinney, heading into this weekend. 6 games, 270 minutes played, 3 shutouts, a 0.67 goals against average, a .952 save percentage, 5-0-1 record. Kansas City heads into this weekend with a 10-1-0-2 record at the JV level. That is atop of the entire Midwest League standings. We'll discuss the starters for the Capitals real quick. In net, Ty Sams, A.J. Junta at center, Tyler Nelson at right wing, Ryan Logan at left wing. The defense, Luke Behrens and Jackson Carter. Andon Corin is going to take the faceoff for the Jets. Along on the wing is number 6, Brody McAfee, and number 14, Shaden Brenneman. The defensemen are Drake Chucky and Dylan Austin. And referee Gavin Baumhoven drops the puck, and we are underway. Logan sends the puck towards the end boards. Chucky bodies Nelson. Corin sends a short pass. It's just a bit too far forward for Shaden Brenneman. Behrens to Carter. Nelson tips it forward. It goes to Austin. Junta with the puck, has it poked away by McAfee. Puck went right over what was the rough area. Puck didn't start bouncing oddly. No one seemed to struggle with their skates, so this is looking very promising. But visually, it looked pretty good. But we'll just see, like, what does the sheer pounds per inch of pressure with a skate blade and a player do? That'll be the real question. But turnover by the Capitals in their own zone. We'll get it back. Ben Augustine, short dish over to Zach West. West going to chip it around, gets to the puck, bodied by Chucky. Austin gets to the puck. Luke Wenzel sends it back. Towards the corner, Chucky battling with West. West thrusts into a shoulder check. Puck still cleared out by Sam Shibig. Brett Augustine racing back, battling with number 18, Cash Vodich. And Reed trying to jam the puck out. Now it's knocked up to Westfold. Westfold gets it up towards West. Poked away by Uvodich. Reed gets it across the blue line, sent right back across by Wilson Toit, number 43 for Kansas City. Hickling sends a pass over towards Glovic. Glovic's pass will, I think it was it ended up splitting Reed and Garnis. Thought maybe it was intended for Reed, but maybe it's for Garnis. Either way, a little off target, goes for icing. We'll have a defensive zone faceoff for the Capitals at the 1:52 mark of the first period. Fix the camera zoom here after the next stoppage. Not too far out, we can zoom it in a little more. Good breakout pass up to Reed. Reed skates it into the offensive zone. Pass over to Garnis. Garnis shot! Directed away. Do we have a delayed penalty? Nope. Baumhoven pointed at himself. He thought the puck went out of play. It hit the very top of the glass. So offensive zone draw for the Capitals at the 2:07 mark. Junta tried wearing it back. Jack Phillips with it. Attempted clear. Stopped by Braden Hickling at the blue line. Junta absorbs the check. Brody McAfee will get the puck. Gets it up towards the wing. Captained by Glovic. Then moves it a short distance, but it's picked up by Corin. Corin mishandles. Nearly poked in by Junta. Nelson shot. Saved by Penny. Phillips with it. Slick little move to evade Junta. Clears it. Will it go for icing? And it will. We couldn't quite tell from here if Hickling got any piece of it. Obviously not. So the Capitals will have another offensive zone draw, this time with 2:41 having elapsed. Looks like Luke Wenzel will take this face-off against Uvodich. Jeff's got the puck first, but is stopped at the blue line by Behrens and shot towards the net, went just wide. Jackson Carter's shot goes off the skate of Uvodich. Clear. That one does go into the netting. So Wenzel still on the draw, flanked by West and Augustine. Uvodich wins it back. Chucky will get to it, having to deal with a rolling puck. Good keeping at the blue line by Behrens. Now it's cleared by Chucky. Augustine back for it. Sends a rolling puck over to Carter. Carter up towards West. West manages to win that stick battle. Skates in along the right wing side. Takes a quick look over his shoulder to see who he has up front. Got the puck poked away. Long pass across intended for Everett Crabb. Number 23, the speedy Everett Crabb, who the Capitals will have to make sure they keep their eye on. West, short pass to Wenzel. Wenzel moves it up to Augustine. Chucky will stop it along the half wall. Tented clear, blocked. Zach West will get it. Send it up front, shot! Wenzel scores! Great play by Zach West. centers it out to Luke Wenzel, and the Capitals are up 1-0 at the 3:47 mark. So Zach West now has 2 points in 2 JV games for the Capitals. He still has plenty of game left to get above a point per game pace, which with Caden Opp out, if they can have someone else putting up big numbers, that would be helpful. Jets send it in on Sam. Sam's covers. And Ben Augustine awarded with a second assist. So it'll be Wenzel from West and Ben Augustine. Reed on the faceoffs, ended up sending it towards the slot, which don't want to do, although maybe I missaw that. Maybe it was the KC play that sent towards the slot. McAfee shot. Some of the Jets fans looking for a hooking call there, and that's not entirely unfounded. It wasn't hard, but it's like one where if they'd called it, it'd be like, yeah. Brenneman shot! Blocker save by Sams. Up to the points. Set now down toward the corner. Gabeson will get to it. Intercepted by Brenneman. McAfee sends it up to the point. That was up to number 27, Jacob Purcell. Another shot from the point wide. That was by number 16, Luca Baker. Baker and Purcell, both rookies for this Jets team. And someone's stick got sent. That was McAfee who had his stick undoubtedly pitchforked. No penalty, thankfully. Stand with a hard wrap, kept in by Purcell. Purcell wraps it back around the boards. It'll come over to Ryan Logan. Logan tips it. It'll make its way out to the neutral zone. Logan's through the neutral zone. Chips it in. Baker gets to it. Shibig looking to clear it. It does find its way out. Nelson back to the puck. Ooh, didn't get all that pass. The puck started rolling on Nelson right before he got to it, making it a very soft pass to Glovic, but Capitals don't suffer. So Logan over to Nelson with a kick-out pass. Nelson shot a little bit wide. Junta sends a centering pass towards the high slot. Across the ice. Back down low by Glovic. Rat puck, Hicklin pinches in, looking to keep the puck in the zone. Does so. Nelson behind the Jets' net. Up to the point. Glovic, shot, blocked. Glovic with a check. Keeps the puck in. And the Jets clear. When Glovic made that check, I was kind of like, and that was could have been a borderline cross check, not vicious. But technically, you could have also considered a check from behind. Although when it's that soft and in complete open ice, like you're not usually going to get a check from behind in open ice unless it's like this really, really blatant. But Capitals will probably have to mind their P's and Q's here, because I imagine that referee Gavin Baumholden's like, all right, I've given you guys 2 questionables. The next one can't do it. Wenzel skates it in, works his way around the check, tries cutting back in the treacherous Zamboni door corner, loses the handle of the puck. Although it's not as treacherous this season, thankfully, as it has been in previous seasons. But I don't think there's... as Jackson Carter sends the puck just clear all out of the net, out of the playing surface into the netting. Any door at any rink can create some interesting ricochets. But at older buildings, it can get more interesting. But it's definitely, like I said, the last 2 seasons, it was like, whew. But the arena staff had actually put in a fair amount of work before the season to straighten some things and have it so that way the boards are quite a bit better. And playing men's league here, I can affirm it is quite a bit better. Corin with the puck down low. Fights through the check. Gets to a rolling puck. Sends him towards the net, blocked. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Can come out to Phillips. Phillips passes it across to Donovan. Donovan short pass up to Corin. Tipped up towards McAfee. McAfee trying to settle the puck. Does so. Quickly hounded by Westfold. Trying to shield the puck from Carter. Cuts back from Behrens. Centering. Goes through up to the point. Donovan sends it back down low. Reed in place to get it. Pass. Went off of the skate of Crab. Vodos will get it back to the Jets. Short pass towards Crab. Little in, too tight for him to get the stick back. Shibik sends one from the half wall. Stopped by Sams and covered. Sam's looking to adjust. Not like, his glove is feeling. We'll have to see if maybe with a longer stoppage, if he takes it off, restraps the Velcro under the cup or not. Puck makes its way out to the neutral zone. Capitals with the block at the blue line as Dylan Austin tried to send it back in. Caps up in, fetched by Drake Chucky. There's an interesting bounce right at that seam near the red mark for the goal line. Shibig with it. Cuts towards center. Nice back check by Augustine to support his D partner. Judson taken down. That's one of those ones like you maybe can call tripping. However, Baumhoven has already given the Capitals the benefit of the doubt on two 50-50-ish calls already. So I would say that even if you perhaps strongly for some reason felt that should be a trip, the accounts are now still one in the Capitals' favor. So, and nothing we've talked about has been anywhere close to egregious by any stretch. Attempted pass by Baker took an interesting bounce. Hopped up, allowed the Capitals to get the puck. It looked like it happened before the patch of concern. So I don't know if that was at all, if that played into that puck suddenly bouncing or not. It may not have. We'll have to keep our eyes out on that. There's a little bit of snow on it. We can see that. There is other patch of some snow near the goal line that may be what the puck hit that caused it to bounce. Because normally Luca Baker's not flubbing a pass like that. Baker with the clear up the boards. Hicklin shot in on net. Still loose up front. Jammed in by Wenzel. West attempted backhand. Got blocked. West gets the puck back. Sends her towards the slot. Augustine will get to it. Pass to the point to Hicklin. Hicklin sends it to the opposite corner. Baker will get to it for the Jets. Off the glass. Bouncing puck kept in by Glovic towards the slot. And in Corin with it. Hounded by West. Corin gets the puck deep. Glovic checking that. Yep. Well, we'll see what Brenneman gets here. It's just a rough. There would be the question of a possible check from behind. It didn't seem to me to be a full-fledged boarding in a 10. So Brenneman off for roughing. Now in the laser graphics and signs Sinbin. Penalty assessed at the 10:29 mark. Capitals on the Jan Stambo real estate power play. They win the ensuing face-off. Luke Behrens with the puck. Shot through traffic, deflected, and it goes wide. Logan hustles to it. Moves it up to Brett Augustine. Pass to Logan. Back up to Behrens at the top of the umbrella. Shot through traffic. Blocked by Toit. Logan gets it back. Now he's at the top of the umbrella. Shot. And got deflected and put into the corner. Couldn't tell which Jet got a piece of that, but Ryan Logan's not missing the net that bad, and we did see it redirect. Augustine across to Logan. Logan's pass tipped by Shibig. Augustine threads the pass across the Behrens. Behrens shot blocked up front. I believe Donovan got a piece of that one. Junta with the puck. Cuts towards center and cleared out. I think that was Callan Donovan who got that sweep check to knock the puck out. Shipping will change up behind the play. Up towards Junta. Reaches to get it to Nelson. Nelson back to Augustine. One touch back to Nelson at the half wall. To the top of the umbrella to Behrens. Back to Augustine. High half wall. Behrens shot. Tipped out front. Wide. Donovan hounded by Junta who will get the puck. Sends a bouncing pass up towards Augustine who couldn't keep it in. Augustine will start the breakout from behind his nets. Elliot Collier, number 11, forward checker for the Jets. Logan over to Behrens. Behrens skates the puck in. Rings it around the board softly. Austin gets to it. I think his stick nearly got stuck in the boards there, so he did not get all of that wrap. Pass out toward Crabb. Crabb can't get around Jackson Carter cleanly. Wenzel with the puck now. And the penalty to Brenneman has expired. Jets are back at full strength. Crabb past to Chucky. Chucky trying to work his way through. Jets managed to stay on side as Brenneman reached to get the leg back on the blue line. McAfee pass across to Austin. Austin shot, save, rebound, covered by Sands. Timely cover by Tyke Sams with the Jet right on top of him. Keeping the Capitals up 1-0 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this opening period. Ensuing draw. Jets will get the puck. McAfee, short little drop pass to Baker. Handcuffed a little bit. Made the quick decision. All right, we'll get it down low, which is the correct decision, and it's not the one that the San Jose Sharks' John Klingberg has always made in recent weeks. And in corner of the puck, cuts back. Pass gets intercepted by Ben Augustine. Glovic gets control of a fluttering puck, sends it in. Breakout pass up to McAfee. McAfee, long stretch pass intended for Brenneman. Sams will come out, play it. Puck must have been tipped, otherwise it would have been icing. Turnover, Baker, shot towards the net, safe, covered, rebound, hope the puck is still loose. Still loose. Reed will skate it out. Reed cuts back. Hinge pass back to Hicklin. Hicklin mishandles. Short dish to Reed. Reed up to West, who deflects it in. Bounces over the blade of Baker. Baker gets back to the puck. Pass over to Donovan. This pass intercepted by Reed. Westfall with it. Lost the handle. Now Donovan skates it. Banks it off the glass. Over Sin and out. Will this puck go for icing? Yep, it could. Couldn't tell if it would die before the red line or not. It did not. Capitals get an offensive zone face-off at 36.7 seconds left. Out comes Junta, Logan, and Nelson, joined by Sin and Augustine. Jets win the face-off. Phillips gets to it, looking to clear. Sin got a piece of it, couldn't quite keep it in. Augustine sends it. Phillips, forward pass over to Donovan. Donovan, lost. Didn't get the pass across. No, that might have been gloved by Junta towards the net. Save. Must not have been, because I think they would have called it, actually blown it dead. Augustine shot, saved by Penny. And clock stops with 11.7 seconds left. Capitals will keep these same 5 players out there. Jets will send out Corin, McAfee, Brenneman, Chucky, and Austin. Battle for the puck, 5 seconds left. Centering attempt. Corin skates it. Stopped at the blue line by Junta, but buzzer sounds. So we'll only have about a 2-minute break. And we don't really have the time to go over our second period presenting sponsors. Things haven't been like mega crisp for the Capitals, but it hasn't been bad. This is definitely better than the JV Capitals looked at the Turkey Cup and against Fremont. Again, the Capitals JV team headed into this weekend, it's been a bit of a rough patch. They did have the 5-4 shootout win over Fremont on Saturday, November 22nd, but you know, definitely not a great showing. The next day, you know, similar showing, but that time they came out with a 4-3 shootout loss, and then the 3-1 loss to the Oakleys. So while this has not been peak JV Capitals, it's definitely an improvement. So that's good. They need it to be improved because this Jets team, even with the injuries that they have, still pretty good. And fortunately for the Capitals, it does not involve Jasper Nicholson or Quentin Tatirski, which is a lot of offense. But still, Jets still have, like we said, plenty of capable players out there this evening. Logan with the puck, crosses the red line, dumps it in. Johnson trying to establish position over Chucky. Penny tries sending it. Oh, jammed it near the post. Centering pass. Stopped by Augustine. Augustine sends it back towards the low half wall to Nelson. Send it up front to Logan. Shot. I think Chucky got a small piece of it to deflect it over the net. Based on the release that I saw was about to happen, it looked like Logan was going to go top shelf, and then it took a quick little redirect up. So I'm pretty sure Drake Chucky got a piece of that. Short flip by Junta towards the corner. Logan gets to it. Pass landed near Nelson, then took like a football-like bounce. Long Jets pass, tip, but Augustine at the blue line to keep it in. Austin pass up. Was kept in at the blue line. Cleared. Kansas City fans, no, it's all in agreement that wasn't offside. I couldn't quite tell. It was definitely close. O-zone face-off at the 1:11 mark of the second for the Caps. Luke Wenzel will be taking this draw against Cash Vodich. Jackson Carter with the puck. If there's any long-time Capitals fans, you may remember the Vodich name. He's a second-generation Kansas City Jet. Pretty sure he is the nephew to former Iowa State Cyclone Mason Vodich, who had games that I ended up broadcasting years ago. West evades Shibig. Pass blocked, however, by Crab. Carter with it. Carter with the clear. Pass up towards Vodich from Baker. Now over to Shibig. Shibig separated from the puck by West. Baker, short pass over towards Toit. Toit with the send in. Sam's first wasn't looking to cover, thought he'd have to, then they tried communicating, it's like, no, let's keep going, and then the whistle blew. I'm sure the Capitals didn't want a defensive zone face-off here, but alas, it'll happen nonetheless. 2:19 having ticked off the clock this period. Liam Reed on the face-off, one back, that's by number 20, mine just drew a point. Landon Allender. Nice job, Kevin. You're doing great. It's all great. So Reed for the Capitals. Center attempt sticked away by Sams. Oh, glove down near the net. Garnish quickly moves it over towards Westfold. Both Westfold and Donovan were reaching for the puck. Jets got it. Hicklin, soft flip towards Reed. Reed gets to the red line, dumps it in. Phillips back for the Jets. Makes the pass up towards Elliott Collier. Now over towards Braden Higgins. He stripped of the puck by Reed. Reed pass up toward Garnis. Higgins trying to fight through. Garnis gets the puck up to the neutral zone. Garnis sends it in. He goes for the line change. Penny will come out. Leaves it for Donovan. Donovan with a wrap. Up towards Collier. Sorry, Higgins. That's number 8. My bad. McAfee's pass intercepted. Tempted clear by Nelson. Pops up. Lands by Junta. Junta. Nice sweep. Pass up to Logan. Logan shot! Just off the glove of Pinion over the net. Ryan Logan has been so close. Jets have been just getting small pieces of shots. Brenneman shots! It looked like it might deflect and trickle in, but Sam saw what was happening and quickly got the pad down on top of the puck. Thought that was about to go in. Still 1-0 for the Caps. Advantage Capitals at the 4:02 mark of this second. Face-off win by the Capitals. Oh, Sin ended up skating into Junta. Capitals, instead of having a good breakup, had to settle for a clear. Puck deflected in by McAfee. McAfee racing for the puck, gets to it first. McAfee at the half wall, sweeps it around Augustine. Another move around Nelson. As it poked away by a combination of Nelson and Junta. Oh, Junta pokes it. And couple players tangling and taking a tumble, including Brett Augustine. Logan get towards the slot, sends one softly, swept away by Penny. Logan trying to cut away from Chucky. Pass over Augustine, centering attempt. Thwarted and skated and cleared immediately away by Andon Corin. Logan sends it to the opposite corner. West evades the check of Corin. Pass towards the point. Nobody there. Tempted clear. Blocked by Augustine with the chest. Not aware of Brett Augustine playing soccer, but I assume he probably did in his youth, but recently, I'm not so sure. We know he has the conditioning to play midfield. Clear. This one will probably go for icing, and it is whistled as such. Capitals with another offensive zone face-off now. 9:17 left in the second. Battle for the puck off the face-off. Jets end up getting, although there was a nice job swiveling. I liked how Liam Reed started that face-off. It just didn't turn out. Centering pass by Krabs. Going to make it right to the point towards Purcell. Back up toward Purcell. Purcell with the keep-in at the blue line. Carter tries to clear it for the Capitals. Pass across. Sent right to Westfold, though. Westfold stripped by Crab on the back check. Uvotic will get it. Passes across to Shibig. Shibig trying to work his way through fellow number 5. Centering pass, deflected. Went off the skate of Uvotic. Barron's pass, a little too far forward. It's going to go in on net, though. Penny forced to play it. Moves it to Purcell. Purcell from behind the nets. Pass intercepted by Logan. Logan will skate it in for the Capitals. Separate from the puck. Junta gets to it, chips it down low. Nelson with the stick lift. Poke down to Junta. Junta up to the point. Hicklin with a bit of a move, then send it back to the corner. Purcell will get there for the Jets. Hickman with the keep in, short pass up to Junta. Junta gets one over to Glovic. Glovic shot through traffic. Penny with the save. Soft shot that Penny kind of like came down with on the glove. Kind of like a midair catch coming down and then trapped it to the ice. Junta on the face-off against Corin. One back to Logan. Logan's pass intercepted. Good recovery, though. Swept over towards Hicklin. Hicklin battling with Donovan. Junta, nice moves. Chips the puck towards the half wall. Phillips will get to it for the Jets. Pass to his D partner. Now up to McAfee. Did not get all of that pass. McAfee will get the puck back. And we have a delayed penalty on the Capitals. Interference. I think it's A.J. Junta heading to the Tint World penalty box for interference. Penalty assessed at the 9:33 mark. So the Capitals are on to a Jan Stamber real estate penalty kill. The first penalty kill of the game. Wenzel won the face-up back to Barons. Attempted clear. Kept it at the blue line by McAfee. McAfee board pass over towards Higgins. Barons stopped the attempted wrap pass. Corin will get it back. Fighting a little bit of snow along the kick plate. Pass was off the mark. Corin looking to his stick to make sure it's not broken somewhere. What it looked like to me was that he was fighting some snow. Pass by Donovan up to Corin. Corin checked by Augustine. Puck still makes its way up to Landon Allender. Barons with the clear for the Capitals again. No icing since the Capitals are on the penalty kill. Donovan with it. Pass over to McAfee. McAfee feeds it up towards Allender. Fights through, gets it into the zone. Bouncing puck was corralled by Ben Augustine and dumped in. Nelson on the forecheck. Hounding Donovan. Donovan cuts back with the puck. Emerges from behind his own net. Long pass. Tipped in by Higgins. Higgins battling with Glovic for the puck. Gets it. Centers. Cleared. And it makes its way out. Carter with the clear. McAfee back to the puck. Builds a little bit of speed. Pass intercepted by Logan. Nelson tags up. Shot. Blockered away by Penny. Nelson will get to it. Sends it down to the corner to Logan. Logan will help trap it up along the boards and kill some time. Only 5 seconds left on the penalty to Junta. Trying to kick it, moving it a little bit so you don't get the stoppage. Capitals are back at full strength. Great job in that corner by Ryan Logan to kill off the final almost 15 seconds of that penalty. Shibby with the dump in. Higgins will get to it. Nice move, shot. Liam Reed got a piece of that one. With the stick, pass it towards the point, towards Austin, couldn't keep it in. Austin back for the puck, banks it off the glass. And not tipped or deflected by anyone. So we're going to get another offensive zone face-off for the icing. Capitals have out Liam Reed, Logan Westfold, Brody Garnis, Brett Augustine, and Gabe Sin. Looks like Shibig will take the draw for the Jets. Reed sent it towards the wall, but the first person on the puck was Drake Chucky. Cleared out, Augustine evades the forechecker. Oh, pass I think was intended for Reed. Garnis got a piece of it, but if it had made its way to Reed, I think Reed was going to get into the offensive zone easily. Another pass up to Reed, this one from Sin. Reed regroups, didn't like the options he saw. Forward pass up to West. West separate from the puck. Drake Chucky fights the puck in a little bit of snow. Gets it back. Everett Crab with the puck. Shot. That was deflected early. I think Gabe Sin got a piece of it. Sin will get to the puck in the corner. Pass deflected. Makes its way to Westfold, though. Westfold across the ice. Reed sweeps at it. Couldn't knock it forward. Race to the puck. Sin sweeps it away from McAfee. Kept it at the blue line by Toit. Toit fights his way through West. Centering attempt up towards Brenneman to McAfee. Good stick by Ben Augustine to prevent that pass from getting through cleanly. Sin gets to it, banks it off the glass. Kept in masterfully by Purcell. Sin brings the puck towards the left side. Pass up to Ben Augustine. Connects on a nice backhand pass up to West. West, short area pass towards himself. Wenzel sweeping to get the puck. West with it. Pass intercepted by Purcell. Purcell, his pass tipped. Brenneman will get back to it. Short pass back to McAfee, who will send it further back to Baker. Nice deception by McAfee, but lost control of the puck. Purcell's breakout pass. His D partner Baker. Pass further forward up to McAfee, who will dump it in and change. Long pass across towards Augustine. Augustine crosses the red line, dumps it in. Now he and Wenzel will both change. Nelson off the bench, in on the forecheck. Phillips. Will drop pass towards Donovan. Donovan wraps it up along the wall. Glovic will keep it in. This pass off the skate. Brenneman with it. Shaden Brenneman ships it around Logan. Can't get it himself around Logan cleanly, though. Shaden Brenneman is someone that the Capitals hope is not able to drive the net alone cleanly. Definitely expect to see Shaden Brenneman in the varsity game. Higgins sends it up to the neutral zone. Barnes will stop it right at the red line. Send-in was stopped by Donovan. Will make a board pass over to Phillips. Board pass back to Donovan. Breakout pass up towards Higgins. Capitals knock it away. Now it's sent in toward the net. Would have gone wide, but Penny wisely sweeps it towards the end boards. Barnes with the keep along the half wall. Higgins emerges with the puck. Trying to evade Westfold. Does so. Sends up to the neutral zone. Carter dealing with a rolling puck, and Everett Crab, who sweeps it. Pass to Westfold. Westfold pass up towards Garnis. Sent to the left wing to Reed. Reed tried cutting back. Lost the handle. And Jets clear will go for icing with 1:07 left in a fairly fast-moving second period. It's been a fairly fast-moving game overall. Had some number of face-offs for icings, but it's been pretty quick. Not a lot of penalties here so far in this JV game. No reason for there to be two teams that can get by on. They can play however you want it, but there's no reason for it to devolve into anything. Both of these teams have plenty of skill. Don't be surprised if both of these teams are healthy, if they are at the very least both in. Let's put it this way: we don't want to jinx anything. I'm not superstitious. In fact, I think it's unlucky. And we have a penalty hit us as we talked about how there's been a few penalties. Interference on Brody McAfee. Anyways, I think it's unlucky to be superstitious, but perhaps I need to reconsider, although this is the Capitals' fortune with McAfee off for interference into the Laser Graphics and Signs sin bin at the 14:11 mark of the second. Capitals onto a Jan Stamper Real Estate power play with an opportunity for a Matt Reed Country Financial insurance tally. Let's see if they can do so before the end of the period. Clean face-off win by Junta up to West. West, shot towards the net. Saved by Penny. Went off the trailing pad. Nelson pass up towards Augustine. Short pass to West. West sends it across to Nelson. Over to West, rolling puck though. West settles it. Back to the top of the umbrella to Nelson. Short feed over to Logan. Logan swoops it around Shibig. Drop pass back towards West. West saucers one to Augustine. Augustine towards the net. Blocked up front. Swept by Logan. Janta scores! Janta from Logan and Augustine. If we had third assist, it'd be Zach West. Power play goal with 10.2 seconds left in the second, and the Capitals do get that Matt Reed Country Financial Insurance tally. That changes the complexion of the game significantly. Capitals need a strong shift, final 10 seconds. Send back to the puck. You can just pin it up along the boards. It wasn't a super strong final 10 seconds, but once the puck kind of came back like that, Gabeson did the smart thing to just try to kill the time away. So the Capitals do skate, head towards the locker room. We'll put it that way, head towards the locker room. And they said assists from 15 and threes, so maybe as it was pinballing up front, Tyler Nelson got a piece of it. If that's the case, then all 5 Capitals factored into that because it was West who passed it over to Augustine. Augustine sent it towards the net. I couldn't tell if Nelson got it. There's the rebound. Logan got at it, and then Junta put it in. So if Nelson did indeed touch that, all 5 Capitals factored into that goal. If not, Brett Augustine got robbed. The important thing is the Capitals are up 2-0 after 2. And we want to thank our second period presenting sponsors. Starting with, how about that, Matt Reed Country Financial. Boy, this timed out quite well. Matt has been helping families with their insurance and investment needs since 2006. His agency offers industry-leading products for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Matt's team also helps with financial planning because protection and planning go hand in hand. Contact Matt's team at 515-251-8891 to schedule your insurance and financial review. Capitals also want to send some kudos to Kading Property Management. Kading Property Management provides comfortable, safe, and affordable housing to its residents, as well as having a positive impact in their surrounding neighborhoods. Kading's communities are conveniently located throughout central Iowa, and they are continually adding new and exciting communities to their portfolio. Through their extensive understanding of development and residential property management, their team of dedicated professionals is able to provide the living experience you're looking for. As Kading says, let us make our home your home. What we affectionately call the Kading Barn ends up hosting the Capitals a minimum of once each week for team yoga sessions, which have proven very important in the last season and so far this season in the Capitals avoiding soft tissue injuries. Other injuries, hard tissue, bone, not as fortunate, not a lot, but there's certain things you just can't prevent. So we thank Kading for that as well. Like they really do make their home our home. All right, we also want to thank Laser Graphics and Signs. I hope you got one of the rally towels from the Turkey Cup, produced by Laser Graphics and Sign in conjunction with another sponsor. Laser Graphics and Signs is committed to helping you bring your big ideas to life through custom graphics and signs. Their talented team works with you throughout the entire process to design, print, and install big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results. Learn more at lashier.com. That's LASHIER.com. Located right off of Highway 141 in Grimes. I have mixed emotions with the rally towels. Why I say that? They are such nice white towels, but the feeling of them, I'm like, this would make a really good skate towel. So I ended up picking up an extra one that was left in the stands of the Turkey Cup. I'm like, well, I'll take this. And since I wasn't really anticipating, that one might become my new skate towel. All right, the other sponsor that helped make the rally towels possible was Letterman Locker. Letterman Locker is your one-stop shop for high-quality hockey gear, team apparel, and community apparel. And you can buy Capitals merchandise anytime at LettermanLocker.com. I might have done so recently myself, in fact. Anyways, in addition to being the Capitals' permanent online shop, it's also your source for merchandise for the Des Moines Junior Bucks, the Des Moines Lady Wild, the Griffins, the Knights, the Pirates, the Raptors, the Scorpions, the Titans, the Thunder, and the Vipers, and the Des Moines Oil Leafs. Show your team pride and visit LettermanLocker.com today. And then we also want to thank the donator of the absolutely fantastic Turkey Cup jerseys. And that's Archie Source for Hockey. Archie Source for Hockey goes above and beyond to help each hockey player find the products that best meet their unique needs. If you're on the road, you can find RG Source for Hockey locations in Fort Wayne, Indiana and Romeoville, Illinois. But you can find them 24/7 online at rghockey.com. RG Source for Hockey, we fit your game. And I mean, the Turkey Cup jerseys were excellent. The design with the Capitals word mark, kind of diagonal, similar to like the Rangers, Cornell University. There's a lot of college hockey has had that over the years, like old time teams or teams that go way back. It was great. Sewn on letters, numbers, the whole thing. I was like very impressed. Very impressed. So well done, Capitals and RG Source for Hockey on that one. All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back to thank our third period presenting sponsors in probably just a couple minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Kevin Way from the Capitals. You're watching the Capitals live on YouTube. All right, that was fast. We rejoin you here from Buck Arena with the Capitals up 2-0 after 2 periods of play. We utilize this time to thank our third period presenting sponsors, starting with Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance. As your shelter insurance agent, Joe can help make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Feel free to give Joe a call or text at 515-276-0011 to discuss your insurance options today. The Capitals add another goal to add to a 3-goal lead. That's where we call that one the Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance Tally. Actually, the Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance Tally. I said insurance twice. Oops. What? Huh? Oops. All right, I had to work that line in at some junction. We got it. Just was hoping it wouldn't be my own mistake, but here we are. Like I said, this is why you don't fast forward through the ad reads. You just never know what might happen. All right. We also want to thank Strategic America. Strategic America is an independent, full-service marketing and advertising agency dedicated to guiding brands through critical periods of growth and evolution. To learn more about their expansive marketing and advertising services, head to strategicamerica.com. Thanks as well to Synergy Homes for their support this season. For nearly 20 years, the team at Synergy Homes has been building the dreams of Central Iowa homeowners. If you have a custom home or a renovation project coming up, connect with Synergy Homes and schedule a consultation. To learn more or to schedule that consultation, head to synergyhomesiowa.com or give them a call at 515-480-8087. Synergy Homes, exceptionally built homes. We want to give a flex to Sacred Physique's bodybuilding company. Just like the Capitals, Sacred Physique's motto is simple: dig deep, no excuses. They bring that same championship mindset to the gym. Whether you're an athlete seeking an edge or someone ready to transform their body, Sacred Physique's personal training programs are designed to push your limits and deliver results. For more information on how Sacred Physiques can help you reach your goals, contact Kyle Sacre at sacre.fitness@gmail.com. That's SACRE.fitness@gmail.com. Strength is sacred, so is the journey. I saw on Facebook earlier today that Kyle hack squatted 500 plus pounds. Maybe that's this morning? It's like, that's a lot. Then we also want to thank the Des Moines Buccaneers. The Des Moines Buccaneers, the heartbeat of hockey in Iowa. Since 1980, the Bucs have developed top talent and inspired the best fans in the USHL. With fast approaching 50 alumni reaching the NHL, including current NHLers Mario Ferraro, AJ Greer, Michael Kesselring, Alex LaFerriere, Jeff Petrie, and Nick Seeler, and I'm pretty sure soon Ilya Protas. The Bucs' impact is felt far and wide, but no matter how far they go, their hearts stay right here in the 515. Hockey's alive in the 515. For tickets, visit buckshockey.com. Ilya's older brother, Alexei, both of whom are in the Washington Capitals system. One of the absolute biggest players in the league now. 6'5". He sure looks 6'6" to me. 250 pounds, and he looks all of that too. I feel like if, like Alexei, like on off days should be playing like tight end for the Commanders. He's just, he is a massive individual. Elia, his brother, is not small either. Not quite 250 pounds, but I think there'll be a pair of Protoss brothers on the Capitals in the reasonably near future. Capitals are doing pretty well this season, so it's not an emergency for them to bring Elia up from Hershey, but he is there and is doing well. Actually had an article about him in the most recent issue of the Hockey News. See, linesman Caleb Andrade, Baumholder, and Jarrett Kroll. So we forgot to mention at the start of this game that Andrade and Kroll were the linesmen. Caleb Andrade is slated to be the referee for the varsity game. And then Gavin Baumholden will become a linesman. Andrade used to be an official in the USA Hockey Development Program. Would officiate games in the USHL. Saw him a bunch of times with ACHA Division I. I know he officiated other, like the NAHL and other junior leagues as well. So Caleb Andrade, a experienced and highly capable official, but makes a reasonable amount of money just officiating more locally and holds down another full-time job. Used to ref a bunch of men's league games in the Double A League, but not anymore, and we missed him. Shot from the point blocked. McAfee, long pass just out of the reach of Corin, and it goes for icing. Kroll will drop the puck. Junta will face off against Ivodic. Clean face-off win by Junta. Shot by Logan off the glove of Penny and sent to the corner. Junta has the puck poked away. Sin keeps it in, sends it along towards the half wall. Shivik looking to clear. Nice stick by Nelson to prevent that clear. Puck wrapped around. Logan gets it to Nelson. Nelson backhander up towards Carter, has to take it on the backhand. Soft puck sent down low. Dylan Austin will get to it. Blocked by Behrens. Board pass, stopped by Carter. Carter sends it back around the boards. Rolling puck. Knocks out that Zamboni door corner at the seam of the doors. Zach West with the puck. Shot. Blocker saved by Penny. Lands in play though. Pass up toward Behrens. Behrens not able to keep that puck in. Gets to it. Sweeps it around. Crab. Living dangerously. Made the pass up towards Augustine, but Crab just about poked it away. Capitals are offside. Just as Luca Baker was just had got the puck, looked like he was about to make a pass. I wonder if the Jets would have preferred it not to have been called so they could just quickly transition north. Face-off won by the Jets. Short pass by Baker over to Wilson. Toit crosses the red line and dumps it in. Sams comes out, stops it, pokes it towards the corner. Allendale will get to it. Centering pass picked off by Wenzel. West gets to it. Flips one in. Baker gets to it. West prevents the pass up along the boards. That hard wrap stopped by Hicklin. Hicklin sends it back down low. Toit will get to it. Getting knocked over behind his own net. A few seconds earlier, West finishes yet another check. I think that was West who made the hit on Toit down low. Wenzel passed towards the Westfold. Set towards the center. Shot directed away by Penny. Hard wrap is going to make its way up towards Hicklin. Hicklin, dangerous pass. along the blue line. Got poked out by Higgins, but significant damage done to the Capitals. Garnes mishandles. This could be a prime opportunity. Hit it. Brenneman shot blocked. Corin will get to the puck. Sends it towards the net, directed away by Sams. McAfee with it. Center towards the slot. Intercepted by Glovic. Glovic has it poked away by McAfee. McAfee working his way out of the half wall. Shot saved by Sams. Quickly covered right as Andon Corin put his stick in. Tried to get a piece of it, but Sams made the timely cover to keep the Capitals on top 2-0. Junta on the draw against Corin. Corin wins it back. Corin has had a good night in the faceoff circle. Don't know his precise numbers, but it seems like he's won well over 50%. Pass back to Donovan. Donovan saucer pass up toward McAfee, but it bounced at just the wrong spot and then hopped over McAfee's blade. Very crisp saucer pass, but it's the landing is just a little too far in front, I guess. Can't say the ice isn't hard, not for it to bounce like that, especially when it lands flat. Centering pass, Logan, fired, save, rebound, skidded out of harm's way. McAfee helps get the puck out, lost his stick, now Donovan with it. Ryan Logan has been so close. It's been good to see both Logan and Tyler Nelson closer towards the level we have been accustomed to seeing them. Again, the last 3 games, I haven't talked to them, but I have to wonder if maybe they were fighting illness. They just did not seem, especially Nelson, did not seem to be themselves. But this is much more what we come to expect, and it's against a good opponent. So they're not going to be able to be quite as. There's not going to be as much open time and space as some other teams, as the Jets do. They are in first place in the JV standings. I just want to go for icing. But yeah, Nelson and Logan have been much closer to kind of the bar they have set for themselves. And that is good, because if they weren't, the Capitals probably aren't ahead by 2 goals. Reed on the faceoff, battling with Vodich. Vodich has also had a good night in the faceoff circle. It's an area where the Capitals have done a little bit better this period. But again, Corin and Vodich both, they seem like they have had the advantage in the faceoff circle. Vodich sends it forward up to Shibig. Shibig tips it in. Barons will get to the puck though. Uses his size to shield the puck. And a well-timed swivel. Jackson Carter with the puck. Sends one across. Reed has to go back for it. Couldn't quite get it. Vodich with the puck. Barons knocks him over. Hole from his blood. Pass shot. Save! Glove save by Ty Sams. The whole play starts. Cassie Vodich is knocked over by Barons. He does not give up. The puck comes to him. Sends a pass out front towards Crab. Crab gets a shot, but Sams makes a great glove save. Wouldn't quite be the assist that Kyle Palmieri made. Heading off the ice as he tore his ACL, if I remember right, this past week. I was like, what? How? He got an assist? How? Jackson Carter gets the puck cleared out to him at center. Sends a pass toward the blue line. Jets get it. Fed forward. Oh, Capitals pretty lucky not to get the trip there, as Higgins got his legs taken out. It certainly was nothing purposeful. It was just generally 2 players tangling, but the look, like I said, if Baumholman had put his arm up, backhander over the net, stays in play. I thought that was going to go into the netting, and the faceoff was going to come out. West battling the puck, battling in the corner. Attempted pass by Elliott Collier. Fanned. Capital battling to get the puck. Wenzel swept it back towards Augustine. Pass toward West. A little too far forward. Chip back to West. West crosses the blue line. The fight through checks. Jets with the clear. McAfee 1-on-1 against Glovic. Glovic. Good job closing time and space. Brenneman shot saved by Sams. Glovic gets to the rebound. West trying to get it through Baker. Baker battling along the half wall. Puck's knocked back to the end boards where Glovic will get to it for the Capitals. Pass up to West. West into the neutral zone. Fed forward towards Augustine. Tipped. That negates icing, and it went in on net. Sticked away by Matt Penny. Oh, dangerous opportunity here. 2-on-1. Brenneman and McAfee. Shot. Wide. Gabe Sin may have got a piece of that. McAfee passes up towards Brenneman. Brenneman back into the attack zone. Taken off by Sin. Great defensive play by Gabe Sin. Let the gap close and then took Brenneman off the puck. Brenneman, one of the better JV players in the league. His experience. And again, we'll see him during the varsity game here later, unless, heaven forbid, injury strikes. But Everett Crabb, nice job evading. Pass across, intended for Shibig. Shibig shot, scores! I was just about to say Sam Shibig has been a good goal scorer who had 10 goals, leading the Jets in scoring before this. Well, now he has 11. Sam Shibig tallies, spoiling the shutouts at the 8:26 mark as I try to make out what the clock's saying. Not all the bulbs are working tonight. We're doing our best. So that, again, spoils the shutout that Ty Sams had going. Good. Nice shot top shelf. Was a little bit of traffic out front that Shibig was able to thread that shot through. Shibig stays on the ice. He's out there with Vodich and Crabb. Junta on the draw for the Caps. Battle for the puck. Puck back to Carter. Carter gives it to Nelson. Nelson saucers him across towards Logan, right on the tape. Shot gloved by Mac Penny. Junta on the draw, this time against Landon Allender. Junta was looking to send it back towards the point. Logan was right there, touched it, but Capitals couldn't maintain possession. Nice job defensively there by Behrens to separate Higgins from the puck at the blue line. Listen for assist. So Jack Phillips awarded an assist. And Everett Crabb as well. Logan's pass makes its way towards Behrens, who pokes it forward to Nelson. Nelson chips it in deep. Battle with Drake Chucky in the corner. Pass across by Collier up toward Higgins. Higgins taking off the puck by Logan, who caught an edge. Capitals still with the puck though. Carter shot, rebound, drawn in by Penny and covered. Jackson Carter on that play showed subtly, but an increased level of just confidence in his overall movement, both skating and stick handling. That was very subtle, but bit of a sign that Jackson Carter's taking the next step. Lovick with the puck. Pass. Stopped at the blue line by McAfee. West cuts back. Weaves his way now through center. Settles a rolling puck. Board pass right up to Ben Augustine. Augustine pass back to Glovic. Glovic shot. Jack Phillips got a piece of it and deflected it out of play. That's a big stick defensively by Phillips. Otherwise, that was one of the better plays the Capitals have made. Face up with 4:51 left. Capitals only up by 1. Wenzel tries winning it towards the slot. Does, but makes his way also towards the corner. Brenneman with the puck. Fights his way around West. Brenneman pass out towards the left wing to McAfee. McAfee shot goes off the skate of Gicklin. Corner will get to it. Jets definitely have a strong line out. Loose puck. Pass out. Shot wide. Shaden Brenneman very close to tying this game. Capitals got a little bit preoccupied trying to have 3 guys check 1 player. To Phillips. Phillips down to Corin. McAfee out of the corner. Body by Wenzel. Comes to Wenzel. Wenzel gets to a rolling puck. Pass toward Westfold. Chipped back by Donovan. Booted in by Reed, who does play soccer. Sin back for it. Pass across to Augustine. Augustine connecting the pass up to Reed. Reed speeds along the right wing. Holds up. Pass out towards Augustine. Augustine sends it towards the end boards. Luca Baker will send it to the corner. Augustine hustling against Grab. Augustine wins that battle. Center puck covered by Penny. Westfold with the centering attempt. Offensive zone face-off with 3:27 left. Junt on the face-off against the Vodich, wins it back. That's a big face-off win. Logan, shot blocked, stopped by Augustine. Another one sent towards the net, late save by Penny and covered. Oh, it's getting physical around Mac Penny. Looks like Junta got pushed into the net. Santa and Augustine are above the hash marks. If they join this fracas, the faceoff goes out of the zone. So as the defenseman, you only go down lower to join a skirmish like that if you really have to in your offensive zone. Junta with another face-up win. Logan shot, blocked up front. Moving forward, Logan again. Shot, score! Ryan Logan! He has been so close. Penny has just barely got pieces. Jets defenders have just barely got pieces of the shot and sent him just over net. But Ryan Logan scores that one to add that Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance tally, that 2-goal advantage. Scoring at the 11:49 mark. Capitals up 3-1. That was big. We'll see who all gets assists on that one. Brett Augustine back for it. AJ Junta, that makes sense. And Tyler Nelson with an assist as well. Pass up towards Ben Augustine, can be controlled. Brett Augustine hustles, clears it. Was it deflected? It was not. Couldn't tell if it deflected off the shoulder of Luca Baker or not. It obviously did not. And Capitals can now, you can't breathe easy with a 2-goal lead, especially against the Jets. But, and it is timeout Jets now. So the Jets will have to Well, they'll take this time to strategize on how they are going to charge back here in this final 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Well, I doubt they pull Mac Penny for the extra. Well, maybe they are. Yes, they are. So they are going to. Well, he's talking with them. And they are bringing Mac Penny to the bench. So, with 2:39 left, and the offensive zone face-off, the Jets are going to take the extra attacker, and they're sending out McAfee, Shibig, Corin, Brenneman, Phillips, and Donovan. So that shows you how much Jack Phillips has worked his way up in terms of trust as a rookie, and he has looked notably better than since we saw him in the preseason. Already has adapted well towards this level of play, including against a JV team, the caliber of the Capitals. So, difficult pass sent to Phillips, who settles it. Forward pass down low by Phillips to Brenneman. Brenneman pass back to Phillips at the point. Across to Donovan. Donovan sends it down towards the corner. Back up to Donovan. Donovan gets one across to Phillips. Nice mobility by Phillips there. Brenneman trying to emerge off the half wall. Shot over the net. McAfee up to Donovan. Pass across towards Phillips. Gets to it. Down low to Brenneman. Brenneman has it bounce over his blade. Corin battling for the puck. Augustine gets it for the Capitals. Flips it out. And Phillips got a piece of it, but not all of it. Couldn't keep it in. Nice battle by Logan. Logan gets the puck away. Empty net. Shot. Scores! Ryan Logan with the second of the game. Icing the victory for the Capitals. Logan scores the empty net goal at the 13-17 mark. Don't know if the Jets ever had clean possession. Brett Augustine maybe has an assist. Tyler Nelson kind of looked to be in there too, so we'll see. Baker pass up to Allender. Sorry, Collier. And it's Logan unassisted, and that I can believe that. Ben Augustine checked hard along the boards. Garnis gets to it. Chips one towards Augustine. Back towards Garnis. Garnis towards Hicklin. Hicklin shot. Hits Wenzel. Garnis will help send the puck down low. Luca Baker will get to it for the Jets. Holds up. Wrist pass to Toit. Toit tried sending a pass across over to Higgins. That was blocked, and that was cleared. No icing, though. It was tipped. Love it back for it. Bodied by Higgins. That's going to allow Allender to get to it. Pass it towards the point. Shot. Glove saved by Sams. 46.9 seconds left. And the Capitals up 3 goals here late. The victory shouldn't be in question, but you want to finish strong. Face-off win. Augustine with the puck. Battling with Shibig. Works it into the corner. Capitals will take this time off the clock. 35 seconds left. Great job down low by Augustine. And whistle dead. It was bound to come, but the Capitals will take that. Over 20 seconds of time ticked away after the face-off. Brett Augustine does a great job trapping that puck in the corner and is taking away time. Wenzel on the face-off. It's won by the Jets. Higginson's are on the boards. Barron's battling with Shibig. Shibig will get to the puck, though. Shibig's pass blocked. Barron's gets to it, sends it behind the Capitals net. Higgins centers! Bouncing puck. Luka Baker settles it. Shot! Saved by Sams! Sams managed to get the top of the blocker on that puck and send it out. .9 seconds left. See if open point shot blocked. Loose puck cleared out by Wenzel, and that'll do it. Solid showing for the Capitals, and against a very, very capable opponent. And the Jets came in with the top record in JV. And the Capitals had been towards the very top. They're still doing pretty well. Record entering tonight was 8-2-0-1. They'll now go 9-2-0-1. Jets record falls to 10-2-0-2. But the Capitals have reason to feel good about how they played this one. Again, after the last 3 games, JV team they didn't seem like themselves. But this was a return to form. These two teams play again tomorrow. At 9:30. I'll make sure I didn't misspeak on that. Sorry, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. As soon as I said that, I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so take 2, Clack. Capitals and Jets play again tomorrow morning at 9. Hope you can tune into the varsity game here next. That one will start. We'll start the stream at probably about 7:40. If you can't catch that one live, as we always say, if you can't catch us live, catch us on the archive. You can watch Capitals hockey at your convenience, or rewatch Capitals hockey at your convenience on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to this one. Capitals win 4-1. And in case you are not watching the varsity game, we will remind you, it is a great day to be a Capital. See you next time.